So we have a model that we'd like to present, which is called the 5 I's of Encore Entrepreneurship. What are those I's? Inspiration, ideation, improvisation, implementation, and invigoration. We're going to present to you each one of these 5 phases, if you will, of Encore Entrepreneurship and tell you exactly what does it mean, and then also give you an activity to do so that you're able to address the final question is, should I start a business at my age? So let's begin with the first one, which is inspiration. So business ideas can come from anywhere and any place. Here are a few common sources of inspiration that I'd like to highlight. So one could be a new technology or opportunity. So people are very much into wearables, and also people are very much into kind of these 3D looking things. Yep. So people are really focused on new technologies. The other is a crisis. So Hurricane Katrina was a crisis. It stimulated a lot of new businesses. Maybe you've had a health crisis, and maybe that health crisis that you had or a loved one have may stimulate a great idea for a business. Let me tell you about one of my colleagues, is that she had an aging parent. And then what she noticed is that she was not satisfied with the hospice services, and she said to herself, you know what, Marty, I think I can do a better job than they can. So she launched a hospice business, resulting from a crisis with her aging parent. So the key is there are many different sources of inspiration. So it's important for you to take some time and reflect upon that. And let's now move to the activity that will help you identify those sources of inspiration for you. But let's sidetrack a bit and talk about one source. So tell me who that man is. Any guesses? That's Charles Schulz. And Charles Schulz was the founder of what? Starbucks. And he was in Verona, Italy in the 1980s. And when he was in Verona, Italy in the 1980s, he kind of saw these coffee shops and these coffee bars. And he really liked it. He said, this is nice. It's relaxing. The coffee is high quality. I like the ambiance. And he said to himself, could this possibly take hold in the U.S.? He said, well, maybe so, maybe not. He was inspired. And then what he did is he tried out the concept in the U.S. and guess what? Now we have Starbucks. So there you can see the last image there is someone at Starbucks in a Italian-like cafe. So this is just one example of a source of inspiration. So for your inspiration activity, what I'd like you to do is pick a quiet space. A space where you feel relaxed, centered, where you're not going to be disturbed. And just imagine kind of the life that you want. And imagining the life that you want is, what do you see yourself doing? How do you see yourself contributing? What are some of the sources of meaning? What inspires you? Is it a problem that maybe people are experiencing it? Is it something that you said, there's got to be a better way? And as you're sitting in this quiet place, reflecting upon what are the sources of inspiration that move you forward, just jot them down. Just simply jot them down without any judgment. And once you've jotted these down, you're going to come back to these particular sources of inspiration, and we're going to begin to craft them into ideas, which is the next phase that we'll look at. So once you've done that particular sourcing, if you will, of ideas that inspire you, feelings that inspire you, what I want you to be able to do is create a clear purpose statement. Because when you're jotting them down, you then want to refine it into what's your purpose statement. So when you think about your purpose statement, what ignites you, what energizes you, what brings you joy? And it's critically important that you write it down because that's your call to action. You may also want to envision the impact that you'll have on the world and others if meaningfulness is important for you. So I'd like you to take some time and really sit down and physically write out this purpose statement. The research is real clear that if you actually handwrite it, you remember it in a different way. You experience it in a different way. So I'd like for you to write it out by hand. Your purpose statement, that really is derived from your sources of inspiration.